It's time for your TLC Hiking Club vid clip. It's been a grip coming straight at you, folks. Here we go. So last time I was out here was back in March when we were doing that move across two ranges event down in Tucson, Marana. Ended up being a 23.5 mile trail run slash hike. Very poorly organized event. Look, I'm glad that we did it, but when you put it in comparison to the Phoenix 7 Summits or the National Trail Trek, doesn't hold a comparison. One of the most poorly organized events that I've ever participated in. Glad I did it. Won't be doing it again. That was March. April, the Dragoons. Okay, so the Dragoons is a Sky Island mountain range, southern part of Arizona, down in Cochise County, in the Cochise Stronghold. So I think it was about a dozen of us guys stayed at the retreat, like a bed and breakfast for the weekend, down in the Cochise Stronghold, which is at about 50-some hundred feet in elevation, which is equivalent to about where Denver is in elevation terms. Amazing weekend, treated like kings, two amazing hikes. Just a brief bit of history for you. Arizona's packed with it. Cochise, not sure if you're aware of this, but the longest war or battle on U.S. soil was Cochise, 50-year battle with the U.S. Cavalry. Or is it 20-year? I'm sorry. Anyhow, it's the longest battle on U.S. soil until he finally surrendered. And he surrendered down into Cochise Stronghold in southern Arizona. Amazing place. Highly recommend it. That was April. Moving into May, we did Baba Quavari Peak, which is, again, southern Arizona on the Tohono O'odham Native American Reservation. And what an amazing place that was. Traveling to it was a little difficult. The mapping system, because it is in the middle of nowhere. But what an amazing beauty this. I think we topped out 8,000 feet or so. So you're up there. I mean, in elevation, and elevation brings cooler weather. It's near the Kit Observatory Peak. Sits a little bit further south, probably about 8 miles or so from the Mexico border. Taking us into June. So June, we're going to do the Seek the Peak Challenge up in Vancouver. Vancouver got hammered with so much snow this past winter that they had to kick back or push back the event for 2 weeks, which meant a lot of the people that were going to go could not readapt, cancel their plane flights and hotels and what have you, because it became even that much more expensive. I did cancel the plane flight, rebooked, what have you, and went, and I got to tell you what an amazing, well-organized event that this was. 10.5 mile one way, and it'll allow you to come back down. Just one of the rules because of how steep it is. So you start at sea level on the beach, and you make your way to the top of Grouse Mountain, which is at 4,500 feet in elevation. And the amount of trail runners, the amount of ballers that were in that event was absolutely amazing. I was humbled, to say the least. And I performed fairly well. You know, most of you know I've been doing Orange Theory. I'm about 5 months into Orange Theory Fitness right now, in probably some of the best shape I've been in since the high school days. So I felt that I held my own, but man, I got smoked that day because of these. I mean, I was surrounded by ballers. This wasn't a walking, leisure event. This was some serious trail runners that attended. Highly recommend. I would go back to that event if we could get a group of guys that would want to go back up there. Moving on into July, kind of took it easy in July, did a moderate hike. A lot of you asked me to run moderate hikes. I did. Woodchute Mountain, perfect example. We hung, which is the summit of the Jerome, Arizona area. Hung out in Jerome afterwards at the Haunted Burger. So did some kind of touristy things, right? So I am trying to throw in some moderate stuff rather than just this crazy 20-miler kind of stuff, so more people can come out or a different group of people can come out. Moving on into the month of August, where we're at now. We just got back from Wheeler Peak 2 weeks ago, which is the summit of New Mexico. 13,161 feet. And you launch from Taos Ski Valley. Phenomenal. I got to tell you, when you're from Phoenix and it's cooking 110, 112 degrees here, and you can go stay at a place that's 57 degree high for the day, I'm telling you, we loved it. The ski resort was amazing, a great getaway, great group of guys. But I think we all made summit successfully. Again, 13,161 feet, the summit of New Mexico. Bang, check that one off the list, baby. Moving on. So what do we have coming up on the docket? Nearly 6 minutes into the video, if you're still with me, check it out. September, Monument Valley and the Navajo Nation, the northeastern part of the state of Arizona. Doing 2 peaks up there, but check it out. It is all kid-friendly, moderate, easy hiking, touristy type of stuff. Again, throwing this in there. It is a weekend-long event, but again, you know, trying to mix it up, trying to get a different caliber of people out to do some of these more easier, moderate hikes. Finishing it off in Monument Valley, of course. Doing a hike on the Wildcat Trail that takes you out through the Mittens. You know, I mean, these things are so picturesque. They're on the Discovery Channel, headlines all the time. The pictures are. Moving on into October. Now, back to October, or back to, let me say, the ball busters, you know, the people that are your more advanced hikers that want to take it to the next level. It is going to be a weekend-long bagging 3 peaks, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We bag a remote peak each day. And, you know, look, they're not that bad. They're each about 2,500 feet in elevation, you know, 6 to 9 miles round trip. But, you know, 3 days of it back to back to back. It's going to be a weekend filled of hiking. Northwestern Arizona, all 3 of those peaks are on the Great Peaks of Arizona list, which has 54 of them on the list. Moving into November, you got, check this out, November, Bassett Peak. The Arizona Highways magazine has rated this peak, or in this area, as the best fall collar hike in the entire state of Arizona, and it's in November, not October. That you're supposed to do it in the ideal 2-week time frame to bag this peak. 12 miles, 3 Gs, or 2,500 feet in elevation gain. Not super huge, right? Probably your upper level moderate hike, but it is remote southern Arizona. It's going to take a grip to get there. I get it. Car camping Friday night, launching Saturday morning for the summit. But if you are interested in seeing some great maple groves and aspen groves and the perfect time to see that fall color change, man, you got to join us on Bassett Peak. Yes, it's better than Abino, Bearjaw in Flagstaff. That does take number 2, but look, Bassett Peak's ranked number 1 now, twice by the Arizona Highways magazine. That's it for now. Taking us up in through November. Like I said, guys, it's been a grip since I've been out here. Some of you have been asking me why I haven't been on in a while. It's been busy. Life, career, kids, their football. My boy has his first tackle football game tonight. He's been in flag for 5 years, but tackle, right? So that's about it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns. Love to see you on the trail. If you're part of the club, come out and be part of the club. Enjoy the camaraderie. Learn what the appeal is, what the draw is. It's a lot of fun. Our weekend adventures. It's not just about hiking. It's about friendship, getting to know one another. We are different than any other hiking club, at least in the state of Arizona. I know that. With that said, peace out. Have a good one. Later, guys.